Welcome to Detroit. That's right, Lutherans. You came down, you gathered, you raised up, you proclaimed justice, and Detroit welcomed you with open arms. And now we're going to do a little bit of recap, and we're going to visit a few people that you touched while you were here doing the beautiful things that you were doing. We're right here at Cass Community Social Services. You might have seen this, and you might have met Soup or two, and we're here just going to recap. How was your experience with the young kids?
We had a wonderful time. You know, it was overwhelming to think about that many kids coming to Detroit, but you were just fantastic. We had a great time with you. You did a lot of work for us, and we are so appreciative.
What kind of things did you overhear while the kids were here doing things? What kind of things did you observe happening to them?
I don't know that I saw so much happening to them, but I saw excitement in them.
Yes.
They were excited to be there and excited to help us in whatever way they could.
So what's your biggest takeaway from the Lutherans coming down and doing their gathering here?
We've said all summer long, since they were here, we love Lutherans.
We're here with a couple of friends from Focus Hope. You might recognize this house right here if you were fortunate enough to work on that project. Can you tell us about what we're doing to keep it 100?
Absolutely. So Keep It 100, you guys are really the kickoff for that. We had all of you, about 10,000 of you actually, come to volunteer with us, which is huge. It's a lot of people. And the impact that you left has just created a resonating effect throughout the neighborhood. Since you've been gone, other neighborhood residents who have seen what happened when you were here have come out to clean up their own lawns and their own lots that are next to them that were falling apart. That residents are still talking about you. That residents are starting their own cleanup projects because of the impact that you had here.
So we're on the northeast side of Detroit. This is where the Urban Development Corporation brought the Lutherans. Vanessa, tell us about the before and after. We're looking at after, right?
Yes, you're looking at after.
How did the neighbors react to that when they saw all of these youth come into their...
Well, first of all, it was a joy, and it was excitement, and it was shock.
What was the murmuring that happened after the youth left?
Joy and a sense of hope. And there was a lot more communication amongst residents. We talked about the future, we talked about continuing on, and since that time, we have continued on. We've grown to recognize that we need help.
Larry, tell us about your experience during the gathering with the Lutheran youth came into your community.
Those days here were so exciting. And the fact that they were able to walk down the streets, they felt so secure being here, they would walk down the streets 6, 8, and 10 blocks to properties that they were working on. The thing that I was most touched by, because you never really know, I was most touched by the way the community embraced them. You made a difference. The youth from the ELCA made a difference in our community. And I believe that, as you consider the work that you did, that you would have to feel in your heart, that you touched people's lives here in this community.
And as you just saw, those people were excited to have you here. So, on behalf of Detroit and from myself, from the bottom of my heart, the deepest reaches of my soul, we say thank you for coming to Detroit and help making it the beautiful place that it is. And we look forward to seeing you at the gathering in 2018.